Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly forgotten why you entered? Or maybe you've put your keys down and a moment later they seem to have vanished into thin air? Don't worry, you're not alone. These little lapses happen to all of us. But the truth is, our brain, just like our muscles, needs exercise. And today I'm going to share with you something truly fascinating. A simple memory game backed by science that can actually add years of health to your brain. Imagine that, not just protecting your memory, but giving your brain an extra 5 years of vitality. Hello dear friends, and welcome back to Elderly Discoveries, the channel where we explore simple yet powerful ways to live healthier, happier, and longer lives. Before we dive into today's journey, I kindly ask you to do me a little favor. Please tap that like button and hit subscribe. By doing so, you're not just supporting this channel, you're joining a community where we look out for each other, where we share wisdom, and where we discover together how to make our golden years shine brighter. Your support truly means the world, because here we believe elders deserve the best care, love, and knowledge. Let's start the video. The story behind the memory game. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, scientists conducted a large study with older adults to see if brain training really makes a difference. They found that those who regularly practiced a particular kind of memory game didn't just do better on tests. Their brains stayed sharper, healthier, and more resilient over time. In fact, some of them showed brain health improvements equal to 5 extra years of youthful thinking. That's right, 5 years. Imagine being 75 but having the brain power of a 70-year-old. That's a gift worth holding on to. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment, expensive apps, or complicated programs. The memory game I'm about to describe can be done anywhere, even while sitting in your living room, cooking in the kitchen, or walking in the park. What is the memory game? The memory game is something researchers call dual-task memory. Recall. Don't worry about the technical name. All it means is this. You challenge your brain to hold on to information while doing something else at the same time. Think of it like juggling. Instead of just tossing one ball in the air, add a second. At first it feels tricky. But as your brain adapts, it gets stronger, just like your arms would if you kept lifting weights. Here's how you can play it. Start by choosing a list of words. Maybe 5 grocery items: apples, bread, milk, carrots, and tea. Say them out loud and picture them in your mind. Now, while you're holding that list, do something else. Maybe count backwards from 50 or tap your fingers in a little rhythm. After a short pause, try to recall the list of items. It sounds simple, right? But this simple game has a profound effect on your brain. It forces your memory to work harder, strengthens your attention, and keeps your neural connections firing. Why does this game work? Think of your brain like a beautiful garden. If you water the plants, pull out the weeds, and give it sunlight, it flourishes. But if you neglect it, weeds take over and the flowers wilt. The memory game works as that little bit of daily care. By asking your brain to hold and recall information under mild pressure, you're keeping your memory muscles alive. Studies have shown that this kind of training stimulates the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. It's the same part that tends to weaken with age, but the good news is, like a muscle, it can stay strong with the right kind of exercise. And here's something even more hopeful. People who practiced these games regularly didn't just get better at the game itself. They noticed improvements in daily life, remembering names, finding their way in new places, keeping track of conversations, even recalling happy old memories with greater clarity. Let's try it together. Why not try? A quick version right now. All right, here's a list. Dog, lamp, river, coffee, shoes. Take a moment to picture each one. Imagine a dog wagging its tail, a lamp glowing warmly, a river flowing gently, the smell of fresh coffee, and your favorite pair of shoes. Now, while holding that list in your mind, I want you to do something else. How about counting backwards? From 10 with me? Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Now, can you recall the 5 items? Go ahead, try to say them aloud. Dog, lamp, river, coffee, shoes. If you got most or even all of them, that's wonderful. If not, don't worry. The more you play, the stronger your memory becomes. Connecting it to daily life. This game isn't just for fun. It can slip easily into daily routines. Cooking dinner? Try remembering a recipe in your head instead of reading it step by step. Heading to the store? Memorize your grocery list instead of writing it down. Start with just 3 items and work your way up. Talking with your grandchildren? Turn it into a game. Ask them to give you a few random words, then see who remembers them better after singing a song together. You'll not only exercise your brain, but also create beautiful, laughter-filled moments, daily tips for brain health. But friends, let's not stop at the memory game. Brain health is like a chair with many legs. The game is one, but there are others too. Here are some gentle, everyday habits that can protect your memory and add vitality to your mind. Stay physically active. A daily walk, even for 20 minutes, boosts blood flow to the brain. Imagine it as fresh oxygen feeding your memory garden. Eat for your brain. Foods like walnuts, blueberries, green leafy vegetables, and yes, even a little dark chocolate, are proven to nourish your brain cells. Stay socially connected. Talking with friends, sharing stories, or even joining a small group at the local centre keeps your brain engaged. Loneliness, on the other hand, can weaken memory. Get good sleep. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your brain organizes and stores memories. Without it, the shelves of your mental library become messy. Keep learning. Pick up a new hobby, try a puzzle, read a new book, or even learn a few words of another language. Every new challenge grows new connections in the brain, and, most importantly, keep laughing. Laughter releases chemicals that relax the brain and improve memory. So share that joke, watch that funny movie, or recall those silly childhood moments. Reflection. Now let me ask you, when was the last time you remembered something from your childhood that made you smile? Maybe it was your first bicycle ride, your first dance, or a family gathering long ago. That spark of memory is what this game helps protect. It gives you not just sharper thinking, but the joy of recalling the life you've lived. Imagine sitting with your grandchildren and telling them the story of how you met their grandmother or grandfather, with every little detail fresh and alive. That's the gift of a strong memory. Dear friends, the memory game we've talked about today isn't magic. It doesn't happen overnight. But with a little practice, just 10 to 15 minutes a day, you can give your brain the gift of strength, resilience, and health. And yes, research shows it can add up to 5 extra years of brain vitality. That means more years of remembering birthdays, more years of sharing wisdom, and more years of joy. So why not start today? Try it this evening. Pick a few words, play the game, and smile knowing you're giving your brain the care it deserves. Before we say goodbye, I kindly remind you once more, please like this video, subscribe to Elderly Discoveries, and share it with a friend who might benefit. Together we can make these golden years shine even brighter. Take care of yourself, cherish your memories, and remember, your brain is a treasure. Keep it active, keep it joyful, and it will keep giving back to you. Until next time, my friends. Stay well, stay happy, and keep discovering.